Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Earthlings. Welcome to the channel, and also Sugars, who I get the impression, a lot of them on X, haven't got a bloody clue who I am, so I'll have to run through a bit of a boring thing at some point through this video just to point some stuff out to them. Now, I've been over on X, and I'd like to give credit as well to the people that I follow and they follow me on X who have highlighted things. Now, there are a lot. Too many to mention, and I haven't done it before because I wasn't sure if they wanted me to do that. But I spoke to one of them, a major one that follows me and tweets on X, and she said that's fine, that's fine. She'd actually like that. So that's Princess Chelsea. I get a lot of info from Princess Chelsea. I'm going to put links in the description to various tweets of these people. Another one is Laird of the Manor. And another one is Fee, she's called Fee Button. And there are others, and I will give credit, you know, when I find stuff, I'll say how I found it and put a link to it so you guys can see, because it's all very well for me to be here on YouTube, and you guys might think, well, where's she getting all this from? And it's not fair to the people who've, I don't know where they got their material in the first place. They may be retweeting from somebody else. Right. Firstly, Laird of the Manor tweeted a short video of Harry and Meghan in St Paul's Cathedral during the Jubilee, with Johnny behind them, in between. I'm going to put a link to this particular tweet so you can go watch it for yourself. I don't think this is photoshopped. Harry, it would appear, has something black under his lapel, and Meghan looks at him with the rictus grin and goes, "Look at your lapel," or something like that, which prompts Harry to go, and he moves his lapel, but unsuccessfully hides whatever this thing is. It does look like a microphone, to which he looks at Meghan to say, "Is that okay?" "No, that's not okay, I can still see it." And Johnny, meanwhile, in the background, has become alerted. What's going on here? So he's looking, and Harry successfully covers it up, and Meghan goes, "There." Now, the thing that interests me about this particular footage is the angle of the camera. That's not filmed from someone's phone who quite rudely has their back to the altar and is filming it. That's either TV cameras that have filmed that or security cameras within the Abbey. Now, as a lot of you know, when we were in London, Graham and I went to Westminster Abbey, and we were allowed to take photographs, no video, right? Very strict. And they said take photos. We actually went to the service, which was lovely. I loved it. I'm not a churchgoer. It's the only time Graham and I have ever been in a church together in all the 24 years we've been together, 25 years, oh my God now. And so it was a very euphoric experience. I really enjoyed it. And then at the end they said, yes, you can take some photographs, but no video. I did take a little sneaky bit of video as I was going out the door. But, so it's a big no-no. That's got to be security cameras or TV. And I'm guessing security cameras. Now, I don't know where Laird of the Manor got the footage, or if they got it from something that's going viral on X. But it's very interesting. I've never seen this before, or maybe you guys have seen this before and it's been out there for years. I don't know. It's the first time I've seen it. So the camera angle, very interesting. There's another one that was tweeted, again by Laird of the Manor. I love the icon. They've got some guy in a silky top hat from some drama show. I don't know which one, but it's funny how you associate. When you see someone's icon, you kind of associate that person. Anyway, I'm getting off the subject. Now, this other one is of a member of the public filming with their phone Harry and Meghan leaving St Paul's Cathedral. And you can hear someone behind the phone very loudly booing. And you can hear muffles and conversations and other boos in the distance. But what interested me is I couldn't hear the exorbitant bell ringing that we all heard on the day. And I'm thinking, you can't remove that bell ringing if it was really ringing outside St Paul's like that in real life. You can't remove that and then have the audio. Because if you watch it, I'll put a link to that one as well, just in case you're not on X and you don't have an account. That way you can click. I'll call one microphone and one bell ringing. So you can go and listen. And to me, at the time, I felt the bells were cranked up ludicrously loudly to drown out the boos. And also, I think now it may have been the TV companies, the broadcasters themselves that were cranking up bell noises to drown stuff out. Wouldn't put it past them. Right, so I've done that one. I've made a list and I've done that one. Now, the booing. I don't like to say it was all down to Graham, but I think it was largely. The day Yankee Wally's original channel went down, Graham did a video, and I will put a link in the description to that video as well. And that's when he said, it's a bit becoming like a pantomime. If people want to show displeasure to Meghan and Harry, why don't they just boo? So I'll put a link in the description. You can see the date that was uploaded, and that the booing even got a mention in The Crown season 6. Right, so Laird of the Manor, Fee Button, right, has tweeted that apparently, and I don't know where you find Spaces, Sarah Data, one of the Queen Sugars, has got a thing called Spaces. You guys might understand. I think it's a podcast thing. Fee has said Sarah has been going through deleting stuff because what they do when they have a podcast, and I've been down this rabbit hole before, they have guests on like Pagan Trelawney and others, and I have listened to Sussex Squad podcasts to listen carefully to the voices, and some people have been trying to identify the alleged celebrity behind the troll account Pagan Trelawney by listening to the voice, because apparently Pagan was on one of these Spaces thing. Now I think Fee is implying, or might be saying, Sarah Data's been going through deleting and cleansing some stuff. Not only that, Ian Sexton, another name you guys might be familiar, has been cleansing, deleting tweets. Interesting, isn't it? And another of one of the more prominent sugars has again retired, and they were into Amber Heard as well. So they're deleting themselves. They're disappearing. Now, I get this thing on X where the sugars are just so boring. Yeah, I stopped myself from swearing there. They are so tedious. I see them say the same thing to everybody. Everybody. Get a life. You're a hater. You're racist. You're fat. You're ugly. I bet you're on Social Security. You're derangers. You know, you guys have probably had that if you've been over on X. It's just repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. So I just thought for their benefit, because I'm not going to type all this out with 2 thumbs on X. My name is Fiona. I identify who I am. I don't hide behind an anonymous troll account. You know where I live and you know where I work. You know what my husband's name is and you know what both my children's names are. So that's quite a different thing to an anonymous troll. I do not spread hate. I work at the Dolphin Safari in Gibraltar. My job is working in the office on admin and crewing on the dolphin boat. We take customers out to the sea to watch the wild dolphins in a natural environment. So I'm not on Social Security. I'm not unemployed, okay, and I do have a life. Aside from that, I have a very large and ageing boat that I'm restoring. I also have a very large house that I have to run, so I'm a busy person, and the average tweet takes me about 28 seconds, right? And I don't know how many seconds there are in a day. Some mathlete out there can probably get a calculator or off the top of their head tell you, but there's 24 hours, and there's a lot of seconds in an hour, okay? There's at least 60 of them in a minute. So do the maths, sugars, and figure it out. Now, I may be many, many things, but I'm also not an alcoholic. I do not take heroin, I do not take cocaine, and I've never taken ecstasy. I am a drug addict of sorts because I smoke and I drink about 26 cups of tea a day. I hope that straightens it out for the few sugars that are left, that have been kind of left out on the loop and didn't get the memo about you better delete your account. Now, why? Why the sudden exodus? I believe Yankee Wally was onto something. Not just on her main theory. I believe she was onto a lot of things. And if the sugars say to people like you guys and me, get a life, get a hobby, we weren't involved really in this. There were very few YouTubers and we were all perfectly happy to sit back and listen and enjoy their perspective and things that they found in the public domain and brought to our attention. But oh no, that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. Get rid of Yankee Wally, get rid of Murky Meg, and for God's sake, get rid of According to Taz. And because of all that boozy diarrhea bomb, hundreds of new YouTube channels sprouted up, which I did predict at the time that they took Wally down. You achieved that, Sugars. You achieved that, Sarah Data. You achieved that, Christopher Boozy. And Christopher Boozy, didn't you star on Meghan and Harry's Netflix docuseries of which they had full editorial control? So no matter of deleting tweets is ever going to erase Christopher Boozy from their own Netflix docuseries that they created. Their decision, their choice. Just like it was their choice to go on Oprah and puke shit about fake racism allegations against the British royal family. Also, Sugars, a lot of us never heard of Meghan before. We don't care about Meghan. She came into our territory. We're monarchists. We support the British royal family. We're interested in anybody who joins that family. And of course there's always going to be initial suspicion. Diana suffered it. Catherine suffered it. God, Camilla's suffered it enough. Fergie suffered it. Meghan was the same, but that wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. And she has done all of this to herself. Now, also, equally, when these Sugars go on about, oh, grifters and monetising. Oh no, I was quite happy to sit on my exercise bike and listen to Wally, Taz and Murky. No, again, you did this, Sugars. You did this, Sarah Data. You did this, Christopher Boozy. And it's a problem that's grown, isn't it? And this whole world is going to be looking soon at who the hell the Sussex Squad are, what the Sugars have done. And I would like to draw attention to one of the Sugars on my X account. I've left it pinned, a screenshot of a death threat tweet that they said they couldn't wait to put a bullet in mine and Graham's head. That's classic Sussex Squad. That is not a lone wolf. I have seen that kind of death threat against the royal family, against Catherine, William, their children. I've seen that death threat against friends on X. Sugars are big into death threats. I don't actually see anybody from our team, any monarchist, threatening to kill anybody, or calling people names like racist or fat or ugly or on the DSS. Oh yes, Sugars, your day is coming. I feel the world may be looking at you, shining a light through their lens. I just have one question. Are you nice? Because if you're not nice, that just wouldn't make sense for me. Anyway, everybody, as always, thank you very much for listening. See you in the comments below and possibly see you on X.